Okay, so I almost didn't film this video, but I just kept having this pull and this pull and this pull to the point where I started just writing. I was like, I'm kind of getting these thoughts. What if I just write these channel messages down? And man, my brain started going. I need to have an incense burning here. I need to get it out of my face here. Oof. Smoke. This is just a full raw unfiltered video. There is no oracle or tarot readings in this one. This is just channel messages, love. I am getting strong messages for this collective that whoever's watching this, honestly, this video showed up for you for a reason. This is, oh my goodness. Okay, so I literally wrote notes, and the first message that I got for you guys is you are exactly where you need to be right now. You are on the right path. The moves that you've been making, goddamn, even if there's not 3D people or energies, I guess is better way to put it, energies, even if they're not recognizing it and saying, damn babe, look at you, that goes gender neutral, damn, you could be a babe, does not matter, right? You are making that shit fucking happen. Even if there's not anyone telling you this, you're being seen. You are being seen by your higher powers, by your spirit guides, whatever you call them, right? You are being divinely guided, my love. Oh my gosh. 777. 4 sevens. That's what I'm seeing in my head. I think I only said 3. Yeah, 7777. There we go. Divine. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, but this was also another part, is even if things feel like fucking shit right now, so I know probably some of you guys rolled your eyes when I said you are exactly where you need to be right now. You're like, bitch, what the fuck? How? My love, you are exactly where you need to be, even if everything feels terrible right now. Because think of the Tower card. You need that tower to fall in order for you to build yourself back up. And I was also called to remind you guys to think of a time that you had a meltdown thinking that the world was ending. Think about it. Even if that time was when you were an emotional ass teenager. Think about it. Did things work out? Maybe not exactly in the way that you wanted them to, but there's a lot of things in life that we want and think that we want that we later realize, holy shit, I'm so glad that did not work out the way that I wanted it to, right? So think about those things. And that's kind of what you're in right now. There's some things happening that maybe like, damn, I want this. And you're probably starting to realize these things already. You're starting to come to, oh yeah, oh, you know what? If I had gotten that back in January or February, I wouldn't be in where I am right now, Or maybe I'm also hearing July and literally March of last year, like retrospective, like a year ago. If you had got what you wanted a year ago, you would not be in the place that you are right now. And it's a good thing. Like, it is a good thing, because you are that thing didn't work out for a reason, because you are meant to be where you are right now. You are moving down your path. I've also heard that some of you, not all of you, but I feel like this general collective that is going to be watching this very specific video, you guys had a very hard upbringing, to the point where the hardship you experienced was during your childhood. You were forced at a very young age to find beauty in darkness. And now you move through life older, you're not a child anymore. If you are, respectively, get off my channel, right? You're an adult, and you have this capability to find beauty in things that a lot of people just kind of overlook. I kind of see that some of you guys are the ones who, you see that person who's not talking to anybody in the room, and you're going to ask them a question. You're that person that when people are like, damn, how did you even notice that? And you're like, how did you not? Because you're just naturally attentive to the beauty in things, because you were forced at such a young age, when your brain was still a sponge, to learn how to find beauty in things. If not, then everything would have felt like darkness. You were a child. You still had that child, like, I want goodness, I want excitement, right? That is why your inner child, you as a child, consciously or subconsciously, learn how to find beauty in the bad things. Well, yeah, my world's tumbling down, but at least I have this, this, and this. At least I have this, this, and this. At least this, and this isn't happening, Like, that is what I am feeling with this whole collective here. But this is a reminder from spirits that those things prepared you for the life that you are meant to live. You were meant to learn those lessons as a child. Yes, it wasn't the best way to have learned them, and it's not always the easiest thing to accept, but those things happened because you are meant to be that person right now. There are people that you influence whether you realize it or not. When you say, they're like, how did you notice that? You have the response of, how did you not? They sit there and think, well, wait, how did I not? Wait, hold on. Maybe, and then they have to think. And there's probably people who go about this world and probably assume that you're an asshole. Like, they literally assume that you are an asshole. But you're not. Like, you learn to find the beauty in things to the point where you're just like, you find being an intentional asshole so exhausting to the point where you're just naturally you are just genuinely you. When you can be an asshole, but you're not an asshole. You can be a great, joyful person, but you're not a joyful person. You're just a person. You are a person who genuinely shows up as who you are, and that shakes people up. And that is a good thing, because if we didn't have people in this world shaking others up, everybody would just be a gray blob walking through looking for their tennis ball. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That was a pop culture reference. Yeah, I hope some. Anyways, but everything you've been through is preparing you, because even if it feels like shit, it's like you have that strength. You're making it happen. Whether you intentionally try to or not, that's just how strong you are within your power and who you are. And you got this, and you're making it happen. And even if there's people who walk through the world, they meet you and they're like, oh, what an asshole. You genuinely continue showing up as you, and then they're forced to think, oh, they're not being an asshole, they're just being themselves. Why did I think they were an asshole? What about me made me assume that they were this way? And they're forced to self-reflect. Whether they do actually or not, that's up to them. But you naturally just shake them up to a point where they're like, I gotta think. And sometimes people are very good at gaslighting themselves. So there's probably people who they continue, and let them, because whether they pay attention to it in that moment or not, that's going to come back up for them, because apparently that is apparent. There we go. That is apparent that is an issue, a continued lesson, a repeated lesson for this person. They can choose to learn it or not. The universe ain't gonna stop trying to teach it to them then, And if they learn, then they learn, and they're able to move on to the next lesson that the universe has for them. But people repeat cycles. People get themselves in a cycle and don't even realize it. Or they realize it and they don't care enough to get out of it. That's not your job. Sometimes meeting you is how they realize it. You're just one of those people. You are just one of those people. I feel it. My goodness. You guys are so, oh my gosh. I also hear you gotta stop being so goddamn hard on yourself. You try. And you know what? That is way more than so many other people can say. We're not doing a comparison game here, right? You just want to be authentically who you are, you and yourself. But at the end of the day, darling babe, you do some shit and you try to make some shit. And really at the end of the day, we only have two decisions. We can either do or not do. And by trying, that is doing. But when you say I'm trying, that's giving space for you to not fully show up. That gives you space to quote unquote fail in a way that is debilitating to who you are. If you are just doing it without any expectation of how it happens, you're just doing it whether that matches the expectations or the outcomes that other people have had, or it doesn't, or it ends up in a whole completely different way. You went in with the intention of just doing it, of just trying something. And so, that's something that I'm hearing for you guys. And also another thing is slow down. Just literally slow. And I don't mean even just trying to make things happen. Keep making stuff happen, but slow down in your day to day. When you're doing stuff, don't try to do this, that, this, and this. And, if I start this right now and then I wait 15 seconds, then I start this and then wait 15 seconds, I can kind of just time everything to where everything's all done at the same time. Stop. Breathe. Stop. You got time. Trust in the power of divine timing, too. Think about a plant. When you start a plant from seed, you put it in the ground, you put soil over it, you water it. You don't wake up the next day and there's a whole ass tomato plant outside. No, that's so unrealistic for a plant, and that's unrealistic for you. Give yourself time. It takes time for plants to grow. Did you know a pistachio tree takes 15 years for it to grow fruit? Pistachios. That's why they're such an expensive nut, is because it takes 15 years. Confirmation burp. Give yourself time and slow down. Trust in it. Trust in it, because also I'm also hearing some of the things that you're wanting right now, it's gonna come to you. It's going to come to you, but you aren't ready for it. You're not ready for it, and that's okay, because you're ready for other things right now, and there's things happening right now. If you got something in your life when you're not ready for it, do you know how fucking overwhelming that would be versus just experiencing it when you're actually ready for it? Allow yourself to get to that point. Allow yourself to trust that process. And you got this. Keep telling yourself that. You got this. You can do it. And your mindset going into something matters so much. If you go in there with the expectation of or if you go into a situation with the expectation, I'm going to succeed, this is going to have the outcome that I've seen other people make, and if I don't reach that outcome, then yada, 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 that's so debilitating. Yeah, sure, you're getting up and doing it, but the entire time you're doing that process, you're not even enjoying it. Realistically, at the end of the day, you're not enjoying it because you're sitting there so focused of trying to have this certain outcome that you're not fully in the moment experiencing what is actually happening. If you go into that situation of, I'm just going to experience this, you're experiencing it. And your expectation is you experiencing it, well, bam, you went in there, expectations met. There you go. If you have the outcome that other people have had, cool, that's for your life. If you don't, well, shit. Sounds like something else will probably work better for you, doesn't it? So that's all I really had for you guys here today. I just really rambled right now, but I hope I said something that might have, I don't know. I just kept feeling this thing of just say this to you guys. And I just worked my 9 to 5. I got home but I decided to still film this video for you guys here today. And now I'm going to go make myself some dinner and have a good snack. A good nap. And then I'm going to wake up and clean my apartment. So we'll have some fun here. That'll be great. Yes. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and definitely if you're here especially at this point, this message was for you. And I really, if it resonated for you, leave a comment, claim this message, claim I trust in the power of timing and the power of slowing down. Whichever one you resonate with, or both. But I trust in the power of timing, divine timing. Divine timing, darling. Divine timing. You got this. Keep telling yourself that. I'll see you in the next one.